Hey VC, back with a new vinyl finds. It's been a while. I hope you're doing well. There's been a lot of great videos made recently, um, and I got a lot of good stuff to show you. Sort of a hodgepodge of 2014 releases, some older stuff, some jazz, some soundtracks. So let's just get right into it. Playing in the background right now, one of my favorite releases from 2014 so far. This is Tobacco with Ultima Massage. This is Tobacco's third solo LP, and in my opinion, his best so far. I really loved his debut, Fucked Up Friends. Maniac Me was hit or miss for me, but this is really an example of an artist just upping their game in every single way. He's getting dirtier here, grimier. The synths are just, the sounds, the analog sounds are just incredible. Uh, Not a weak song at all on this. I really like the dark direction that Tobacco has taken. I was fortunate enough to get a yellow pressing of this, which is just beautiful. This is definitely going to be on my top 10 of 2014. I'm assuming perhaps it's a bit early to make those kind of declarations, but I really think this is an extremely strong album that I would recommend to anyone in the VC. Tobacco, Ultima Massage. Another 2014 LP that's been getting a lot of love in the VC, and rightly so. This is Neil Young's A Letter Home on Third Man Records. Turntable Currents, Nathan Morales, and Mr. Fartboy 79 Tony did some great reviews of this album. They dedicated an entire video to this album. If you want to learn more, I would just direct you to those videos. I'll just simply say that I think this is a really solid album. A fun listen. I've been wearing it out since I got it. It's very sentimental, very hokey, but I think it comes from a really pure place, and I think Neil is still taking chances this late in his career. I can't imagine a legacy artist like Bob Dylan or someone of that caliber going in a booth like this and making a record. Neil's just taking chances that no one really in that age bracket is taking. And it works really well. I think the songs and the performances are fantastic, and it's just a fun listen. It feels like an old pair of shoes. It just fits really well. So I would highly recommend this to certainly any Neil Young fan, but anyone that's into those type of artists. Great, very great. These next two are soundtracks. I've been wanting to check out this label called Death Waltz Records out of the UK for a while now. They specialize in reissuing old soundtracks from horror films, obscure horror films, or exploitation films, or whatever. And these are a bit pricey. They're around $30 here in the US, but the packaging, I could already tell just from looking at the store, the packaging was top notch. It was expensive for a reason. They put a lot of money on the front end on these things. And I picked up two. The first one is Assault on Precinct 13. This is John Carpenter's score from the 1976 film with the same name that he wrote and directed. I've never seen this film, but I heard a lot about the score, that it was sort of a minimalist electro 1970s electronic masterpiece, and it certainly is. It's just phenomenal. Moog synths, I'm assuming, just a great theme that keeps repeating throughout the entirety of the soundtrack. Really love this. It lived up to the expectations I had, and the packaging, look how thick that is. And on every single spine in the Death Waltz series, it says a line from the movie. In this case, it says, "Why would anyone want to shoot a police station?" It says that on the spine there. In addition to being pressed on the 180-gram colored vinyl, in this case, I got a cream colored pressing. It also comes with a full-size poster of the movie, and also about an 8 to 12 page booklet. And again, we're talking just extremely high quality on these. If you're into horror films, if you're into soundtracks, I highly suggest you check out this Death Waltz label. They're online. But yeah, Assault on Precinct 13, highly recommended. The other soundtrack I got was from an obscure horror film that I have not seen, but was so intrigued by the cover. This is called House by the Cemetery. Also has a Death Waltz. Left the hype sticker on this one. This is Italian prog, sort of in the vein of Goblin. Really loved it. It's fun to put a soundtrack like this on, sort of see-through red vinyl there. It's fun to like for me to put a soundtrack like this on, really creepy Italian fog, and just, you know, clean the house or do other things. It's fun music to listen to every now and then. And soundtracks were an area that I really needed to fill in my collection as far as having some freaky, respectable things. I've been really into Goblin a lot as of late, so I picked this up when I was on that same kick. House by the Cemetery. I've not seen the movie. I do like horror films. Here, this will give you, so you get just a nice photo there you could frame if you were into collecting horror stuff. So anyway, yeah, Death Wolf. This one is not a gatefold like the Assault on Precinct 13. There's so much stuff in here, you actually kind of have a hard time getting it all back in there, but yeah, that was a good one too. 2014 12-inch single. This is from the band Savages. 12-inch single from a live performance in November of 2013. The A-side is a new Savages song called Fuckers. The B-side is a cover of the Great Suicide Band's Dream Baby Dream. I had never heard either one of these songs, but bought this on the strength of Savage's debut LP, Silence Yourself, I believe that's called, from last year, which I have on vinyl and loved it. And just bought this on the strength of that. I was a little apprehensive of the Dream Baby Dream cover because such an amazing song with so much personality in the original that the song is going to be pretty tough for anyone to cover, although a lot of people have done it, Bruce Springsteen included, which is kind of odd, but actually kind of works for him. But didn't know what to expect, and was really happy with this purchase. The A-side Fuckers is a 10-minute long, noisy song that's kind of a new direction for Savages, at least in terms of length and building. I was really like that. And then Dream Baby Dream, they actually put a good spin on it and make it their own. So I highly recommend this to any Savages fans out there. This is worth picking up. A few more record store day releases that are still in the store that or I'm still coming across that I didn't pick up. And this one right here I really wanted. It was on my list. I didn't think I was going to find it. It wasn't super limited, but it sold really well. That's the Joy Division, An Ideal for Living. This is, of course, Joy Division's first EP. It's got 4 songs on it: Warsaw, No Love Lost, Leaders of Men, and Failures. Phenomenal release. It's so great to have this remastered and available again. I don't know if it had actually ever been released officially. I have a bootleg of some Warsaw stuff on vinyl, but this is just, it sounds really good, and it gives you a glimpse of what kind of band Joy Division was pre Unknown Pleasures. Nothing fancy here, just black vinyl, and I believe it was pressed 4,500, so not 4,500 units, so it's not super limited, but I just never come across one. This is another record store day release that I believe Andreas had shown, and I saw it in the store, and I remember someone in the VC showing it and raving about it, so I went ahead and bought it just on that recommendation alone. This is a Minor Forest. This is, I believe, a compilation called Flemish Altruisms, Constituent Parts 1993 to 96. It's a double LP. And this is just phenomenal. I would call this math rock, post-rock, hardcore. Not hardcore. It's really a mishmash of those 3 styles. I really enjoyed this, and I was previously unfamiliar with the Minor Forest, but if you're into math rock, if you're into battles, if you're into stuff like that, I would give this a listen. It didn't disappoint at all, and I believe that's somewhat limited as far as terms of record store day stuff, but my record store has one left if anyone's interested. Reissue of a hip-hop classic that was needing to fill in a definite gap in my hip-hop shelf, Nas, Illmatic. This is, of course, the classic 1994 LP from Nasir Jones from New York. The 20th anniversary reissue, this just came out, and I wish I'd waited and got that one, but picked this one up. This was super cheap, like 15 bucks. There's been a ton of scholarship on this, so I won't talk to you about this album. I'll just say it's amazing. If you're going to have 10 hip-hop vinyl, this needs to be one of them. This is really lives up to the legend. A couple Misfits reissues that I've been meaning to get for a while and were super cheap. This is Static Age, Definitely my favorite Misfits album. From what I understand, this was their first album that was shelved for whatever reason, and then Walk Among Us came out. And this was eventually released in the 1990s. Glenn Danzig, I believe, did some guitar overdubs to some of this, but definitely my favorite Misfits songs are on this collection. Last Caress, Hybrid Moments, Come Back, Angel Fuck, Attitude. This is just on the poppier side of Misfits catalog. Misfits are a band that I really liked in high school that I still really appreciate to this day. Can still listen to them. And I mean, and playing in a band, it's fun to do Misfits songs. They're so easy and really good. This is the other one I got. This is Earth AD. This is an EP from the 80s. This is the darker side of the Misfits compared to Static Age, more pop sensibility. This highlights for me would be Green Hell, Earth AD, Wolf's Blood. Just kind of more of a hardcore Misfit sound on this one. Very, very good. Nothing special about those, just standard reissues. Jazz LP. Got this in the used bin for $9. So excited to see this. Free Jazz, a collective improvisation by the Ornette Coleman Double Quartet. This is Ornette at his peak of free jazz. The band on this is just incredible. You have Freddie Hubbard, you have Don Cherry, there's a Jackson Pollock painting there. It's kind of interesting to see how these guys were inspired by artists like Jackson Pollock. But one piece of music over two sides, you have to flip it over to get to the other side of the song. I believe it's around 37, 38 minutes of just free jazz improv. But from what I understand, they really had it mapped out what they were going to do, but did it, I believe, in one take. Just incredible. Pivotal free jazz. Lastly, got this for $2, and I've been wanting to hear this. I'd never heard it. Of course, so much attention goes to what's going on, but this is really, I think, just as good of an album. This is Hear My Dear from Marvin Gaye, 1977 or 78 on Motown. Of course, this is known as Marvin Gaye's breakup album. He and his wife, I believe, had split prior to the making of this. This is a double LP. This is just phenomenal. The man was a genius. This may be the last one before he goes on full-on commercial, but this is just really, really good. I was pleasantly surprised by this. Spun this a few times already. Also, I have a few 7-inches to show. I'm not big on buying 7-inches, but for some reason I was in the mood. So I really want to recommend this to everyone in the VC. This is a band called Diarrhea Planet. This is a 7-inch called Aloha. You can find this, of course, on Spotify and YouTube. I just recommend checking them out. They're a power pop band, I believe, from Nashville. This is on sort of an Easter yellow there. They're always playing in Knoxville where I live, so I've never seen them, but I always see their name in the paper playing, so I just thought I would check this out. This is from 2009. It was just reissued. This is phenomenal. Extremely catchy, extremely noisy. Pixies type stuff, I guess. I can't really explain it, but they're an unknown band, mostly unknown, and I think people in the VC would really check it out, so would really enjoy it. Diarrhea Planet. And lastly, two Ty Segall 7-inches. I was in the mood for some garage rock, and he's definitely the man these days as far as being a prolific garage rocker. This is Ty Segall, Two Sides, Who Would You Be My Love, and For Those Who Weep. Really, really great stuff for fans of Jay Retard or any contemporary garage rock. This is actually a Ty Segall split. Ty Segall and Chad and the Meatbones. Music for a Film and Mountain. Really, really stellar garage rock. Sometimes I just get in the mood to play garage rock 7-inches all day, and it's good to have those. So anyway, I hope everyone's doing well. I really, really want to get that freaking Swans album when it comes out here. That's on my mind as far as music goes. Really want to get that. I'm so jealous of you guys that already have it. I've listened to it, and it's amazing. So anyway, I hope everyone is doing well in the VC. I love you all. Keep making videos.